remember the day when a simple experience of the presence of God through music changed the direction of my life. I was born the youngest of 6 boys in a very musical Irish Catholic family in Canberra, Australia, and I was surrounded by the faith and by the sacraments and Catholic education from the very start. But it never seemed very relevant to me, so by the time I'd finished my schooling, I'd pretty much walked away from my faith. In my university years, I had a chance to go and study in the United States, and I went to San Diego and I started singing in a black gospel choir of 1,200 people led by a beautiful man, Ken Anderson. And every time I heard Ken sing the solo to a particular song, "Jesus, You're the Centre of My Joy," I experienced the quiet, unassuming presence of God, just realising clearly that God was real, God was with me, and getting the faintest glimpse of how amazing, how beautiful He is. The choir went and sang down at a little black gospel church in the poorer part of San Diego, and I sang a solo when we were down there, and the pastor asked me to come back, and so I ended up becoming a member of this church and being the only little white boy in this sea of beautiful African American faces. It was such a beautiful, vibrant experience of living faith. When I came back to Australia, I found myself surrounded by people who were deeply Christian, but also deeply Catholic. And that forced me to reevaluate my childhood Catholicism and to come to understand, to love and to embrace my Catholic heritage. These days I have a deep sense of call to be a witness to the presence of God by leading people into prayer through music. Music that combines the best of the ancient and the new in our heritage. Music that conveys a sense of the intimate closeness of God with us, but also a sense of God's transcendent majesty. And through leading people into prayer, through leading people into liturgy, into worship through music, I want to witness to the truth that we don't need to be afraid. We are not alone, we are not forsaken. We are held in the arms of a God whose love for us is greater than we will ever know, and that it will never fail us.